Hello everyone. It's been a while since a nighttime stream, isn't it? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well out there. Stream 53 of Rookie to Royalty. Hope you're doing well today. It's a bit of a celebratory one because we're going to finish off the season. We can actually look at the trophy lift after our dual cup heartbreak this season and do some transfer plans. Cheers, Birds of Tokyo. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. If you're on YouTube, consider leaving a nice big thumbs up on the stream. It will help out a lot, especially with a new time we're trying out. Trying out, the wife's been forced me into. Apparently, I need to put on more weight, but run more. Which I thought didn't make any sense. But, you know, happy wife, happy life, apparently, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, transfer plans. We're going to start to do some stuff once we find out what our budget is. And we've got a rematch against Urawa. I really want to thump them after their absolute freaking penalty. Freaking Urawa. So let's get into it. Things, but guys, things. Jeez, I called my chat things. Got people. Hope you. Hi. Right. That was a great smooth start to things today. So if you're on Twitch, follow. Greatly appreciated as well if you're new around here. There's a Journeyman save. I have updated the save command too. I had to truncate it a bit, so it's not quite as detailed as it used to be. But there's the journey so far. Popped up in Twitch chat anyway, and it should be on the screen for most of you above my Facecam if you want to figure out what's going on. I also have to check with this Facecam later. I was going to shut the curtains, but it made my face really dark, shadowy, so that could be an issue with this time. We'll see later. Thankfully, it's a decent day outside. But we've got up to here. Last game we played, the penalty shootout lost to Urawa in the J-League Cup final. Really should have got the job done, especially after the red cards. That was disappointing. So we've got 4 games left this season, and we're already the champions of the J1. We haven't had the trophy lift yet, so that's what's going on. We've got Sagamahala, Urawa, those two at home. Where's our fixture schedule? Another one at home. There's quite a few home games. Montedio Yamagata away at Venfrey Kofu. Would like to finish the season off well, but we've got nothing to play for. Because of that, I'm going to try out some different things here. I'm going to put Mori in goal. Ishikawa, pretty woeful in that penalty shootout, and Mori has got really good potential. So I've got the chance. We'll see what he can do these last couple of games of the season. I want to just see who else we maybe should be looking at in that regard going to next season. Reports is what I'm after. They're really good potential. Kabari's already starting. I mean, this is our starting lineup, so no surprise there. It's just a really nice team we've got here. That's the thing. So, like, I don't know if there's many people that we're like looking to be replacing going into next year. I mean, maybe a Riku Yamani at left back, but like, it's a pretty nice squad. But yeah, probably the main one is legitimately what we've just done there. Getting Morty in for Ishikawa might be the best option just to see what he can do. I think otherwise it's a pretty nice team. We are still missing Bakiranov at right back, so we're still having to play Chung Yong there, who'd probably start at left back instead of Malizio. But yeah, we're going to try that first up today. So I'll get a prediction going if you're on Twitch. Just thought I'd better show you that before we actually, you know, played this game. Because we might get done here if this backup goalkeeper is a bit rubbish. But Saga Mihala, that's who we're playing. They've had a really good season, these guys. They're 6th. They were supposed to be like 15th on the season preview. So not a team to, you know, sneeze at all. They are well and truly above where they should be on the table. So it's going to be an interesting one first up today. But we are the J1 champions. Hopefully, you can play like it. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Hopefully, do all right here, especially with quite a few home games. So, Sato at right wing, because unfortunately, Rivera copped a pretty serious injury in that draw out for 2 to 4 weeks. He's pretty much gone for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think we're pretty sweet, though. Ishimaru's just come back from an injury as well, so it means Matsunaga alongside Kabari and Samaya on the bench. But yeah, like, it's a pretty decent team. Ishizaka, at left wing is wanted, interestingly. I'll tell you what, that could change what we do in the transfer market. Miyazawa wanted by some European clubs. Sato might be more of a let go at that age to a European club. I like our midfield, so I'd rather not. I really like him. Kabari. There's a lot of wanted symbols around this team. So that's going to be interesting going into next season. Matsubara, by the way, did withdraw his transfer request, which was nice. So we're going to be able to keep both our strikers if they want to be kept. But yeah, I think going into next season, the main thing we'll do first is strengthen up the local options and then try and actually see where we need that foreign depth coming from. It's probably the way to do it. It's probably the smart play. So we'll try and get some good Japanese players in. We do also have an absolute metric butt ton of wonder kids down in the reserves now, because that's what he did in the last window. So, but hopefully Maury's going to have a really good end to the season, and that might sort out probably the main issue I have going into next season currently, which would be the goalkeeper. Ishikawa is a bit of a journeyman at this stage, so we want to try and get someone who's a bit younger, better, higher potential. It could be Maury. That's the hope anyway. But here we go. The champions looking to bounce back from their League Cup final defeat. Free at the back. They've got a Shaun with an absolutely dreadful spelling. It's not as bad as S-E-A-N, Scene. Hence why we're actually not calling him Scene. Oh, we're getting the Guard of Honour. There we go. Hey. Oh, we haven't been that great back half of the season, honestly. It feels a bit unwarranted, this, but first half of the season, we were undefeated here for so freaking long, especially in the J1. Just the last couple of streams, we did kind of stuff it up. But I think that was because of the cup. And annoyingly, we didn't actually win the cup, which makes it more painful. But I think we took these guys on earlier this season to come back big time to get a 3-3 draw from memory. It was away though, so hopefully here at home, going to be a bit better as Valakari a free kick. Far post! Maurizio will put it away, right. That's what we like to see. Some set piece, I was going to say magic, that's a real stretch there, isn't it? That's just as basic as it gets, but that's now 16 goals, 17 assists for Valakari this season. He is like 33 going into next season. I think Gio Reyna is still transfer listed, and if we get a good budget, that could be a lot of fun in that cam role. If there's interest in Valakari, that could be a really good sale for someone we picked up on a free, but he has been utterly brilliant for us, for the most part. Him and Miyazawa, probably the two key additions. As Ishizaka has gone down. He's got a bit of an orange injury. We don't need to muck around at this stage of the season. Kamata, another quite promising player, will get on there at left wing, but that's not great. We are still figuring out the whole left wing situation. Ishizaka started off well when we got him in here, but he has been quite injury prone, so we'll have to see what our former player O'Hara wants to do, seeing as Urawa won't have Champions League next season, which was the main reason he wanted to leave us, because he wanted to go to a bigger club, and that's worked out really well, a little bit better than it was threatening to, because they beat us in the cup final. But apart from that, they've not had a good season. They're just behind these guys. At least at the moment, we might be about to get them bumped up the table a bit, as we just knocked us about outside the box. Oh, lovely play. Valakari's shot gets blocked there before Alvaro can make a save. To be fair, I thought we would look a bit further out left there. Ooh. Oh. This is a bit dicey, isn't it? We're alright though. FM26 tings. I think it's just going to be 1-0 going to the half here. Might be a waste of time. Highlights Sato a 6.4. Yeah, we might start to look to bin off Sato if he's going to keep performing like that. That's half time, so that marking by Chun Yung doesn't impact us too badly. We'll take off Sato. 6.4, not great. So Shirasaki's actually on the bench for this game, so a couple of young wingers will get a shot. Miyazawa is going okay. Well, don't want to make too many subs here. Going to half-time probably. But doing well enough. 1-0 up. 1-0 up. And to be fair, Maury's not had much to do. 6.8, which is pretty decent. So got to be happy about that. Let's address the team. Going well, capable of better. And crack into the second half. As Shaun want to be Mendes with that spelling. On the ball early, but can't do a lot. Playing against this free at the back with the wingers that have to go back a long way out of position. Quite early, although they do set up actually in a 4-2-2-2 out of position, which I haven't seen much of. We took on Urawa and they were asking their wingers to come all the way back, which I thought was going to suit as Maurizio tries to get a double, puts that one just over. Slightly concerning that we're not doing a lot from open play here. But we are kind of already on the beach, let's be honest. Oh, geez, that's a dicey across the face of goal pass, but doesn't quite pay off for us. Is this still going to be a highlight of some substance? Shimazaki, Chun Yung, good. Oh, this is some nice footy. We do keep the ball still. Iyazawa might take one on here, just outside. That left hand upright, that would have been an interesting goal after all that. He's on a 6.4, so we might look to sub him shortly for Matsubara, who has actually been probably in better form of late. So we'll crack into that. And hopefully that makes a difference and we're not about to concede an equaliser. Good, that's actually a really good clearance there. Except we're going to hit it right back to them. And Shaun of all people. Nakamatsu. Oh, I don't like the look of this. This looks a bit too Barcelona-y. Is he offside, please? No? It's a good finish. We haven't got Matsubara on yet either, so that's what really annoys me. Right, 1-1. We are really just a bit shit late this season. And unfortunately, it's Kabari, I think, who's kept him on there. But that... Our young goalkeeper can't do much about that, to be fair. As much as I do like blaming goalies sometimes, that's a pretty good finish from them. So we'll demand more here. Really frustrating. Just slipping late this season. We got off to such a hot start and we're sort of getting Arnie slotted a bit late this season, but not at times where it's costing us in the league, but in the cups it's been quite frustrating. I'll look inside Fujikawa, and we can't keep it on target. We've got 2 more subs there for fun stoppage. If we sign a couple of new players, it might just freshen up some roles anyway, and that might be all we need to do. That's what I've done so far in this save, and that does tend to just keep it fresh enough, this tactic. Oh, we were going so well there until that poor pass from Matsubara. Shirasaki out to Chun Yung. Shirasaki, right, please strike back here, fellas. Shirasaki, what's happening here? Kamada, Maurizio, in the box, Yes! Oh, he's on fire. Good old Brazilian left back, 2-1. Quite a bit of work to do from where he got the ball, Maurizio. Of all the players who got the ball in that passage of play, was probably the one who looked the least likely to score. And, yeah, Alvaro just didn't try. So thankfully that rules out the screamer that they just scored. And we get our 2-1 lead back. So we'll praise because of that. Or do I do a sub here just to mud them? Valakari is only going a bit fairly. I feel like if we're going to do anything here, it should probably be in defence. I can't take Maurizio off on a frickin' hat-trick, can I? We'll do this. Arroyo and Sasaki. And hopefully that... No, it hasn't done... Oh, don't know if I like that. Alright, come on, Maury. More. Oh, jeepers, that was tight. I was about to call him Seaweed, but that's Nori, not Maury, so we can't do that. If he becomes good, need a good nickname for that young goalkeeper that we've just put in the sticks. He should become good. 5-star potential, so that's why we're trying him at this stage of the season. We might just do a touch of time wasting here. Playing for set pieces without our 2-metre tall giant might be holding us back here a bit, but to be fair, we did score 1 goal from set piece. Or 89 minutes, let's time waste even more because they're about to have something happen here. No, we still see the free kick. Right, Maury. Save this. Good boy. That's what you want to see from the kid. Yes, there we go. It's a big save from the not Seaweed, Shaun. It's N, not it's M, not an N. Nori, not Maury. Come on. But Shirai over the top. Why has Sasaki hit it there? If we concede from this, not going to be a happy chippy. Tell you what's a good save. It's a pretty good save there, considering that I don't think he would have if it didn't come off the crossbar. That's great vision from the goalkeeper. We've actually got away with that. Stats-wise, we should not be getting away with that. We should be thumping them quite considerably with those stats, I feel like. But Maurizio's bailed us out there big time, so a 2-1 win. I'll say it was good because we better get the morale up after the cup final loss. But nice work there from Maurizio as we beat Sagamihara. Well, still above Urawa, albeit Urawa for a game to play. But I mean, they could actually still get up to third. Urawa is really tight for that last spot for the ACL too, so they could actually get continental football next season, which would mud the whole potentially pinching O'Hara back for quite a nice fee plan if they do qualify, because I'm hoping they might have done some bad release clause. And he has homegrown club, which I'm not sure how Asian Champions League registration works, but it could be very handy to get someone in with that situation going on, especially a star player as well. That is a dub to start things off, as we're still getting these next gen players. Some of them have got very nice values. Just going to figure out which ones want to come here. As now Maurizio's got a yellow, that's or a suspension. Not really ideal after the game he's just had, but I think for this next one, we might get away with it. I think Bekirdanov's going to be coming back. Yeah, he'll be sweet for that. Ishizaka is a bit of a concern. Lewis is almost back though. It's been great lately. We might give Kamada a run as a starter next game maybe. And Chun Yung can go back to actually training as a left back, please, instead of a right back while Bekirdanov was out. Solid debut from Maury. Well, we've got week-long gaps too, which is nice. Don't need to worry about resting players too much. But at home to Montedio Yamagata next, who I can't see on that table, and that goes down to like 12 or something. So we should be fine. Right, we've also got some staff coming in too. We got our staff extended going to next season. Couple of extra physios, couple of extra scouts. So that's nice. So that's what's going to be going on here. Nothing too amazing. We've got an American scout who knows about a lot of other nations. Like, you know, that's the freaking atlas of scouts, it feels like. You think it's just, you know, that North America, Caribbean region, but it's got a bit of England, a little bit of South America, a couple of random European ones. He's got the Americas well and truly covered, but there's a couple of other sneaky ones in the England, Italy. So he could be very handy, Mr. Noah Ross. As Okafor also comes in. Trying to remember what he is. He's a scout as well. He's a bit less useful, but who knows? Maybe we're going to find a Nigerian or Bangladeshi wonder kid out of him, so it won't hurt. Probably don't need to send the scouts on intensive language courses. It's not like they need to. Scouts don't really need to talk that often. They can just type, can't they? Anyway, I think we've got money. We'll be fine. We're not the Wellington Phoenix. We're not £1 million in debt. And with a league that gives you nothing, especially when you can't qualify for Champions League. Well, so we didn't get a trophy lift there, did we? Do we have to wait till the final day of the season for the... If we don't get a trophy lift, I'm going to be very upset. Because that was our first home game after we wrapped up the title, so actually I thought we might get it there. Maybe it's going to be when we play Rawa. And good old O'Hara can watch us lift the J1. I can shake his hand afterwards and say, how's that bigger club, mate? Suck it, you silly sausage. Mate, I probably wouldn't say the sausage part, that double entendre. Anyway, Matsuzawa does the business for Sanfrecce. Alright, lone players have come back, have they? Barnes Mustafa could be very good for us next season. Hello, Dan. Hope you're doing well. Here's someone that we signed, sent back out on loan, developing nicely. Left winger. How much did we sign him for? 275k. Yeah, that was good business for us because he's now worth quite a bit. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be not quite yet, but I will be. Definitely, obviously helps a lot having actually your nation at the thing, which has not been the case for New Zealand for a fair while. So it's going to be nice. Right, these two can play. I will get actually Ishimaru back in as well because I forgot about him. And he's very useful. Who wants him? Werder Bremen. Don't know if that's a big enough club. I would like to keep my 2-meter tall giant. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting into it. Good timing for most games here in New Zealand with the American time zone translation, as I found out with the Club World Cup last year. So it should be quite nice. I think I'm still waiting for how much the actual package costs to watch it, because it's not entirely on free to air here. So it's going to be interesting. But it should be good. Hopefully New Zealand can sneak out as a decent third place team or something. Take some points off Egypt and Iran. As Bakirdanov's back, that's what we would like to see. Right, more next Jennies. 1.7, that could be very nice for, although we're pretty good at striker, but that's great value. That's great value for him. 17. That's not great value, but it is what it is. Al Hilal, good on them. Frickin' Saudi clubs ruining the next gen list. Ashley Kieran, Man City, so he's going to be worth a metric butt ton as well once he goes back there. Reserves win, lovely, 6-0. Why can't we do that? All right, Montedio are going mud, so that should be a nice game for us coming up. He's a bit expensive, but we'll put him on the short list. He's quality already. A striker again, though. That is probably the one area we're going to be sweet as in if we don't sell anyone. He's not good. And yeah, we're pretty heavy favourites for this one. So we'll get a prediction going if anyone wants to try and earn some channel points. You're at home again, Shaun. Montedio. Yamagata. Just make sure I spelled the first part. Yeah, I did. Cool. Right. Start. Double click. Right. Roos is going to need a bit of game time for like a backup team first, probably, but tempting to get him back in there. I take it you're looking forward to the World Cup as well, Dan. Did I? Shouldn't have done that, should I? No, he's so. There you go. I don't think we are considered the underdogs here, given that we are top of the table and they're 13th. I feel like an assistant manager's a bit of an F-wit, but anyway. It's constantly been trying to tell us that we're not a good team this year. Need to play cautious and balanced football. And we are 20 points clear on top of the table. Give or take. 18. So it was close enough. Here's a point. I think some OFC Pro League kicking off soon. South Island a little bit lucky earlier. My team, has to be said. Against the Solomon Kings, I think it was. Okay, good. He's getting there. And Waneri's just winning all the awards. And Ballon d'Ors. Footballer of the Years. Oh, 1-0 to South Melbourne. Oh, South Melbourne, that's why I don't care about that. Jeepers. Now, I was actually going to look at the Carabao Cup results. Auckland are getting smoked by Canterbury in a cricket game. Goodness grief. Yeah, it's going to be City in the ass, isn't it? Unfortunately. Yuck versus yuck. All right, let's get a save. Oh, no, save's done. Right. So team selection. What do we like with fitness tests? But Kirinov should be all right. Lus 45. If we put him in, how's the... oh, we're still good for foreigners. Okay. Might do that then. We'll give Ishizaka a rest. Who wants him? Henan Shongshan Longmin. Interesting. How much do we spend on him? 2.5. Okay, probably want to get towards the upper end of his value then. And yeah, that's probably a dreadful idea actually. Shaun, let's do this. Commander starting, Lus on the bench. Give the youngsters a crack here. Should be a game where we can go quite well, given how these guys have been going this season. Home advantage, make the most of it. As we really at this point are just going for, we're waiting for this trophy lift. I don't know when we actually going to get it. If we don't get a trophy lift, I'll be quite annoyed because I could have just played these games in a couple of days since last stream. Because that's the only reason I've held back on them is so we can do the trophy lift on stream. If we don't get one for the one trophy that we actually win this season, I will be quite filthy with FM26. Okay, if they don't have a woman manager, that is slightly concerning figure for their manager, if that's supposed to be a man. But anyway, back to the football. Pretty even so far. We're getting a couple of set piece chances, which we should be getting Ishimaru on the end of, but not quite happening. No Maurizio to bail us out this game too, so we actually need to score some open play goals. Apart from our left back. And it is here, Montillo on the ball. Igawa sort of camping in our half too, or at least they were, they still are. Asada. Okay, it was good to win it back, but they were just giving it straight back to them. Esteban. Off the post. Jeepers, that was a bit of a tight one. Now Sado on the counter. What can he do? It's been looked at by some European clubs, so let's see if he's worthy of it. Probably not based on that effort. If a good bid comes in from Europe for him, I think we have to take it at 31 years old. Kamata yellow, so that does mean Lua will get a run coming back from injury in the second half. Still encouraged. We're working our way into it a bit more now. If the shots getting enough set piece chances, possession's a real worry though, isn't it? 39 against this team. Not good. I demand more shortly of these guys. I know the title's all wrapped up and stuff, but bit of effort, people. We're at home here. It's a pretty average first half. The wingers, again, are just not it. So, Rue and Shirasaki. Not a good into the season for Sato, has to be said. Address the team. I'll give him a bit of a rev up here. Hopefully it gets a response in the second half. As Miyazawa tries to go forward, but we don't see the rest of it. Oh, don't lose to these guys. Doesn't mean much, but it's not encouraging going to next season. Good save from Mori. What we like to see. The youngster in between the sticks just for his last couple of games. He does a good job. Might be sorted for goalkeeper. We've conceded a couple from outside the box from corners this year, so I'm a bit worried about how that was setting up. But thankfully they're slowing down a bit and we break it up. Can we do something on the counter here? Miyazawa. Nice switch to Luz. At least it should be. Yep, he keeps it in. Rue. Pull back. There we are. Shimazaki. Lovely. Good counter-attacking goal. A little bit weird that we're counter-attacking against 13th in the league. But Daniel Rue back from injury. Showing his class, and nice finish there too. As we finally take a lead here. Thanks to Shimazaki, the DM, just getting forward a bit more than he probably is expected to. Now Rue, we're going to take the short. No. Oh, it's tight. That nearly snuck its way in. So he's making a big difference since coming on. The Has to be said, it was a bit of an emergency signing halfway through the season because this Shizaka, I thought was gone. As it, I suppose he has been really, isn't he? Because he's hasn't been good since he came back either. Oh, that was a big save. Maury's having a decent game here. This was nice. Nice from the youngster. Got to give him up to a green rating now, don't you? That's harsh. No rise up the ratings for that. Okay, Rue's got a yellow. We can't do much about that. Having already brought on that player at left wing. We got sort of 3 subs and 3 stoppages, so we're in an alright spot. Valakari yellow, so we'll get him off for a Loyo. Play things safely in that regard. Geez, taking a while for the sub to go through, and I think Bakiryanov's going to have to come off for Sasaki anyway, because he looks well and truly cooked. Oh, that's a good tackle by Rue on a yellow. Now, don't concede here, please. The highlight had already started, and we concede because we're absolutely useless at defending for some reason in the last couple of months of the season. Yeah, I still want to make the changes. It was down that right-hand side too, so unfortunately, Bakiryanov getting cooked here has proved costly. But we have Ishimaru. I don't really know what Kabari's doing, because he's literally in the way of the guy who scores the goal. Right, let's change left back as well, because he's not going that great. And seeing as we do get suggested this quite often, let's just try the higher tempo late on. See if the assistant's actually talking sense or not. But a draw against these guys, after just squeaking a win over Montedio, would not be great. Would be slightly concerning going into next season. I think he's off there. I don't think this one's going to count. I'd love it to be wrong, but it looked a bit too good to be true. And that's because it is. So, still 1-1. They're going to play forward between the balls. Yep, he's not as far off as I thought. That guy, I won't say the name because I don't want to get cancelled quite yet. Not doing his best work, but he just read that well. I will go attacking late. We are going to actually drop points to these guys. Not sure how the XG is higher than ours. That's really concerning with their 3 shots on target compared to our 12. Bit weird. And Maury getting a 6.5 feels really harsh too. He made a couple of quite good saves. But 1-1. Yeah, not good, guys. We might need to change stuff going next season just to freshen things up here, because we are not looking great to finish this one off. And amongst the cups and this, well, I mean, we're going to romp it, but it is a bit frustrating that. Now, next up, we're away at Venfile Kofu 20, if that's hopefully a gimme. What's happening here? I saw something with Newcastle. What was it? Is it the final? It is. Newcastle have made the grand final, right. Things you like to see. Are they actually starting the right goalkeeper? Probably going to be easier to check. Jeez, oh, it was on egg past Adelaide, so that's okay. They did start Kylie. Oh, wow, okay. Good, because she hasn't been getting a lot of games recently. Well, she got an injury, though. That might not be good. But Kylie, still only 17. I'm still very disappointed by their Champions Cup run and Champions League run this season, Newcastle. Having led them to Champions League glory last season, the fact they didn't make the tournament proper of the whole Women's Club World Cup thing, not great when you're losing to teams from Africa with no playable leagues in the game. If I realised that was happening, probably would have been something worth staying for there at Nui. What's that, 27? That's close to our first season of the save. Back at Manjung, I think that was the year we got promoted up to the top tier of Malaysia. He's quite cheap for that price, or for that quality, I must say. Okay, these guys are really not going well. If we can't get the job done here, we may be doing to think about a change up going into next season. And Newcastle won the A-League. Lovely stuff. The new manager didn't stuff things up completely, at least. It's a 3 in a row for Newcastle. 2 with me and 1 with whoever they got in instead of us. But surely we get the trophy lift against Urawa. Can rub it in Ohira's face. The traitor. Better be anyway, because legitimately it's the only reason I held these games back for today's stream. Otherwise, could have just skipped forward straight into the transfers. And Kylie with a new clean sheet record, so at least she has done some good work there. Even though she did semi get replaced. Now we're on a Wednesday. I think some of these guys will be fine to back up if we need them to. Yeah. Oh, just sleep door. There we go. And not the injured player. Not Maurizio, he's probably going to start this one. Oh, actually, will he? He was quite good last time we played him. He probably should. So let's go 60 for all you guys. $6.897. Oh, he's still suspended. Oh, never mind then. Let's get 2 games for that. Jeepers, it's harsh. Get a full 90 in you then. But yeah, this should be a nice one for us here, you'd like to think. Even though we're away. So we'll get that prediction set up. Bottom of the league versus top. On paper, looks quite easy work, but we haven't been doing easy work for a wee while now, to be fair. Being a little bit up and down. There's under 20 World Cup stuff's going on. Okay, more next geners. Sandy McKenzie is a wonderful name out of Scotland. Kilmarnock. Jeez, they've got a good striker. How's he doing in the SPL? You'd probably expect better with that amount of starts, but anyway. Sandy McKenzie. Handy. Ishizaka injured again. Also, he is just yeah, he's not great injury wise, is he? He's a bit too injury prone, unfortunately. Arroyo. Mate, why have you done that in the weights room? You've only got 2 weeks left in the season, mate. You absolute plonker. Why are you training hard? No one else seems to be, the way we're playing. So Arroyo's done ski. Probably easy just to put Kawasaki on the bench. Okay, a few more next geners. See if there's any good cheap options among them. Not currently. He's not too bad out of Iran. For a centre back, 19 jumping reach. Hello. 5 composure's concerning, but handy. Balde also is quite cheap. Right wing option, although they don't. Yeah, that's not a correct D rating, is it? And Ding as well is quite good value there. Don't know if he's a next gen player. Right, we'll do that. Yep, cool. And yeah, I'm going to stay positive because we're top of the table. And we're playing bottom of the table. If we can't go positive for these guys, ask man, I don't know who we should be going positive for. We've only got a 16, 18, whatever it is, point gap on top of the table. Might be 16 now. Feel like, you know, we maybe should be playing on a like we might be the better team against bottom of the league. Just my thoughts. If I get it wrong, then yeah, you can have a crack at me. But I think I'd like to think we'll be okay here. Urawa, maybe I could understand going balanced. But no, not against these J2ers for next season. Right, here we go. Second last game of the season. I really reckon Maury's getting a bit harshly treated by some of the ratings too, actually. He made a couple of quite good saves last game. 6.5 average is pretty freaking harsh. Now Kamata, Rue is, oh, he is really bad actually. So we probably don't actually want to use him, do we? Ishizaka is only a touch better. How do you get so tired? Rivera will get you on rehab. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same team we put out for last game anyway. Oh, the nose wants to sneeze. Hopefully I can hold it. Yeah. Show them why we're favourites. Come on. Come on, the mighty Tokyo. Statement performance here, please. Another team playing a 4-2-3-1. Theirs is a bit more normal. As we make our way out the last away game this season, the white and black. Then foray in our usual sort of home combination of colours, the blue and red. Let's get into it. Right. Miyazawa, who has been a bit mid since he got called up to play for Japan. Actually around that really, hasn't really responded to international football too well, at least at club level. And good work there from Sato. Most of our attackers have actually been a bit average, apart from Rue in that last game, or one of the games before when we got him to come off the bench. Now this is good footy early. Oh, what a save otherwise. That would have been some goal. Frickin' Kondo. That would have been a beautiful goal. Now can Bakirinov pick out Ishimaru? No, he can't. Because heaven forbid our 2-metre tall giant actually jumps once in a while. Oh, there we go. Valakari will score anyway. It's all good. We're fine. Oni Valakari, I think that's now 17 goals, 17 assists. So he is having a great season. The Journeyman finish cam. Ain't finished yet. Lovely from Kamada, to be fair. On the right wing, the left winger. Because set piece things. But an early 1-0 lead. Let's hopefully kick on. Now, the killing of yellow, which is not ideal for a right back. Hopefully you can get into half time safely. We don't go down to 10 men. There's Chun Yong. Kamada. Nice play between those two. Oh, floats it. Looking for Valakari. Can't quite get a double, but Bakirinov's got the ball back for us. Shimazaki. Oh, it's a long ranger. Another good save from Kondo. Stopped a couple of real screamers going in early. But it's been a good start. Another goal would be really nice here. Just to put them to bed early, hopefully. Now, oh geez, got a lot of yellows in defence here. Kamada. Oh, he's cooking. The youngster. Before doing a full hendo and passing backwards. Oh, here we go. Sato was through. Puts it away. There we go. Ken Sato. He's on. Don't you dare try and rule that out, referee. We're going full rugby TMO here. Just let's check everything. He was on. He was a mile on. There it is. Goal upheld. 2-0. That's what we're after. So Miyazawa, he just cuts on the inside shoulder here. Ooh, be fair, it was probably quite close there. But 2-0. So we're actually going to hopefully pick up a nice comfy result for once here. Admittedly against bottom of the table, but that's why I stayed positive. Silly ass man, wanting us to go all negative against bottom of the league. Shimazaki, Kamada. Ooh, is a little bit fortunate, but is doing some nice work today. Valakari back to Kamada. And there for Miyazawa. That's a decent save. Despite conceding two, having quite a good game there, Kondo. But we're on the attack again here. Might be the theme of this game, you'd hope. Ishimaru, back to Kabari. Love to make a couple of subs at the half with defenders on yellows, which I do not like. But Kamada, off he goes. Oh, he might do it himself, apart from the block. Apart from the block, but that was almost a bit of individual brilliance. Bit more praise just before the half. Good first half stats wise, and thankfully actually putting the ball away as well. So 2-0. Let's change this defense up a little bit with the card situation. So Sasaki and Matsunaga. Confirm the changes. Going well. I think they could do a little bit better given the quality of opposition. Don't want to tell them they're going too great because complacency. But in we go to the second half. Sato wins the ball back for us early. Things you like to see. Both our wingers having good games for once. First couple of games today, that was not the case. Lots of green ratings out there. Apart from Ishimaru's going a little bit averagely, which is a bit weird. Because he clearly should be our best centre-back. But pretty cruisy. Now if we concede, it does change the vibe a bit, but hopefully that won't happen. And we might get one more to put this away properly. Chen Yang will surely go forward to Kamada. Does. Him and Valakari, some good link up today. Kamada fizzes it in there. Miyazawa's going to score one. Lovely. That does it. He's back in the goals. The Japanese international. Good pickup off Yokohama F. Marinos, who might be coming up to the J1 next season. You'd expect them to be up there. In J2. Surprising they were down there anyway. Now, who was that yellow for? Must be them. But this is more like it, a lot more clinical with our chances in this game. But as I say that, they get an attack here, although good work there from Sasaki, who's going to absolutely tear forward here. Oh, okay, got a little bit lucky there with Sato's positioning. Oh, it's nice one too. Valakari Fujikawa. Was he on? That looked a bit more debatable, that one. Not sure about that one. Oh, it might be a goal. It is. Okay, 4-0. Good bit of play down that right-hand side. Just thought here that he might have snuck off, but just stays on. Fair play. And the central midfielder makes it 4-0. So well and truly going to pick up a W here. And they were going to go balance against bottom of the league. Gotta be freaking joking me, assistant. Oh, geez, okay, that was a bit close from Silo. Just keep an eye on fitness, but we've got a week until our last game, so it's all good. Nice confidence boost going into their Urawa game, though. If we can mud them with Asian football, that'd be very fun. Might already have happened, depending on what's been going on behind us. Valakari is a bit cooked, so it will be Kawasaki here. Anyone else? We'll give Shirasaki a late run. Otherwise, I think that's don't need to do too much else. Unless someone drops down like Shimazaki just has. So let's get Hattori on for him. Before this game wraps up if we can. We lose the ball there though. Nazalit for Venfile Kofu, looking for a consolation goal. Oh, might get one too. Oh, Mori, that's not great from you. At least we're not going to have to pay out a clean sheet bonus, I suppose. But just a bit of a soft underbelly, it feels like here. Sasaki gets cooked and then no one really recovers. Might have got deflected that, but I mean, with 4 goals up, can't complain too much, but disappointing timing. And that's all she wrote. So 4-1. Got up to 90. Urawa are in third. Oh, I don't like that. That would Maria O'Hara coming back plan. time I was quite happy with that because we haven't played that well for a fair while. Let's pay out on that one. And we've got a League Cup final rematch to end the season against the Red Diamonds. To be fair, Sunfleck do have a game in hand. Hopefully they make the most of that and we can help them out on that final day of the season. But that was very good from Takumi Kamada, the youngster. 18. Definitely has a good future. I'm just going to go check. I think the wife's just got home. Give me a second. All right. So, oops, it's Osaka, secure survival. Lorenzo Bruin is pretty average, honestly. Oh, wage hike. Don't know if we like that. Okay. So we can get Maurizio back in for this next game. Might do that too. Just Chang Young should be better, but we'll give Maurizio a run because he was in quite good form before the suspension. Kamara is going really well too. But yeah, we'll see what we do for that final game. Yeah, Arroyo's cooked, isn't he? I really like to keep Urawa out of that spot. So Sunfleck did win, so they've, as long as with Sunfleck win, then Urawa are stuff anyway because the goal differential. So hopefully we can make sure that there's no chance Urawa get into Asia next season, but they are in really good form. Hopefully the green bar doesn't include penalty shootout wins because yuck. Still not happy with that. 2 cup competitions and we lose them both in penalty shootouts. One in a semi, but still. Could have been so much more this season. Only the 3 league losses, which have come pretty late in the season. And a couple of penalty shootout losses in cup games. Otherwise, we were so close to an unbeaten season. To be fair, I think it was Sunfleck too who did actually end our unbeaten season. So if they did finish above Urawa, it would make me feel a little bit less bad about it. Because at least they're a team that are going to be in continental football next season. Right. Busy inbox. Bellingham, Jude the top goal scorer in La Liga. I presume they've been playing him as a cam because if he's done that from proper midfield, that's something. Best player in league or Endrick in the same team as Haaland, top goal scorer. So they're obviously going 4-4-2 PSG. Ken Yildiz at Liverpool having a blinder. And Spurs have got that lad who might be quite filthy. Yep, he looks quite good. How much did he cost? 99 million. Tell you what, Feyenoord did some good business there getting him off Mulder, didn't they? That's some profit, that. can just make sure these guys who are good are on our shortlist, and I think most of them are. He shouldn't be. That's why we check. Nwaneri just tearing up there. Of all the players, I did not think he'd be the best in the world in 2033 and 32 in game. He's been tearing it up in the safe. Getting the big move from Arsenal to Bayern. Now your Mane wants a new challenge. I tell you what, mate. I'm okay with that. If you want a new challenge. How's yeah, there we go. Right, so you can go, please. 2 million. Yeah, sure. 2 million is not too bad. I mean, it's a slight loss, but he is 29 and a bit mid, so see if we can shop him out after that. Still no transfer budget, which is really weird considering just how wrapped up this league's been for a while. So we do get that after this last game of the season. Hopefully, no matter the result, we do get a trophy lift. Otherwise, I will be quite filthy. I've easily done this the last couple of days since we last did a stream. Otherwise. But don't think the young goalkeeper's done an awful job these last 3 games, but the ratings have not been super, so maybe still need to be thinking about upgrading in goal. Definitely want to get rid of Ishikawa. And now this will just accept that and then try and maybe offer him out for a bit more. So that was 2 million. Let's just do the sneaky here. For Riku Yamane. Right, so he's gone for the season. Matsunaga, so we'll get him off the bench for Samaya. That's easy peasy. Now Rue can potentially start a game for us here. Put him on the bench anyway. I think Shizaka. If good money comes in for him, we might have to consider it. But I'm going to be keeping a big eye out now. Do we risk Ishimaru on a yellow card in a nothing game? We might do that. Put him on the bench. Bit risky, but there's nothing on this, so you might as well save him up for games that matter. We are relatively heavy favourites for this role. Get a prediction going if anyone's out there on Twitch and wants to get involved. The rematch of the League Cup final, which we lost on penalties when they were down to 10 men, which made it all the more painful. Even if it was only for 10 minutes of that extra time period, it was still a decent amount of time. They're in quite good form coming into this too. But they need to win and hope that Sanfrecce don't win their game, because goal differential wise, they're still cooked if they want to get continental football next season. If they outdo Sanfrecce, they will make their way into Asia, but if we beat them, they've got no chance. So hopefully that's what we do. Because while he's talking a little bit of smack about us, I wouldn't mind getting O'Hara back, being homegrown club. Let's get the morale nice and high. We want to lift the trophy. Fingers crossed, because I feel like it probably should have happened already. But maybe they're waiting till the final day of the season. Lift a trophy off the back of a win. I am going to be very sulky if we don't get a trophy lift for the one thing that we win here this year, with it having been such a good season. $7.40, right, so we're going about halfway through the stream, give or take. Get this last game done and then we'll start to work our way into the transfer window. Wowzers, that's cheap for Gabriel. He is probably quite old now though, isn't he? Do need to keep that in mind. But 868k for Gabriel would be freaking good business. Prepared to pay whatever it takes. Not a lot by the look of it. A couple of good players on the cheap, it looks like. And Valakari, Shimazaki, Miyazawa, all at World Cup qualifying soon. Mio Ung was out on loan and has... Not sure what we do with him. Right, is this saved? Pretty much. So, let's see what we do here. Rue can play a full game. We might go with him. It's a bit harsh on Kamada, but he is a bit more quality there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this team. Getting him in there. Hopefully I don't regret that. Can always bring the inform Kamada off the bench. And we'll keep Mori in goal. Big game. Let's see what he can do. I reckon he's been treated a little bit harshly by those ratings, but it's going to be a good test. If we can get away with him next season, or if we do need to go big on a goalie. Yeah, revenge. Get that revenge, fellas. And the goal defenders, give them a bit of a fire up. Right. Final game of our first season FC Tokyo, a J1 winning season. So it's been a good eat. But these guys did knock us off for that J-League Cup. So let's try and get revenge and keep them out of Asia. It's only the top 3, which does seem like not many, but it is the top 3. So these guys need a result. And for some Flecke to not win their game, which I did not check who it was up against. But hopefully, at home, get the job done here against the pre-season favourites, who have not had a good season by their standards, but they are finishing off strong. Some Flecke are at home. I think it was to Jubilo Awada, which should be a quite winnable game for them, but let's try and help these guys out and make sure that they're... Oh, my lord. Okay. Matsuoka has just scored an absolute screamer against us there. Might have taken a deflection, but even still. Yeah, a really big deflection, and Mori had no chance. Kabari is... You'd almost call that an own goal. Goodness me, that's a finish from him. Just the wrong end of the pitch. So that puts pressure on some Flecke, who I'm trying to find down here. But they are hosting Vivalen. So you'd think they'd get a result there. Hopefully they do. Because it'd be quite funny to see Urawa have to do potentially a bit of a flash sale if we could get some players for their not Asia release clauses. There was a chance for Bakirnov. Just goes wide. So not the best start, has to be said, but we are starting to get some time on the ball. Rue. Back to Fujikawa. Surely finds Bakirnov again. Oh, picks out Sato. Block shot. Now get back and defend, fellas. Okay, we get away with that. Maybe it's that Bekirnov role that's a little bit concerning. The playmaking wing back. Let's be. Oh no. It's not even late this season. We've gone off the boil and we did crush the first part of the season. He is quite handy doing that sort of stuff too. Oh, Sardo. How have they blocked that? They score a screamer and now they park the bus. Okay. I see how you operate Urawa with your free at the back, with your wingers somehow actually helping you out defensively. They should get tired late. Just hope we can still be in this game at that stage. Oh, come on. Oh, how's he not going forward with the ball there? Like, oh, don't get FM sometimes. But Kirnov, hopefully we still score from this, because otherwise, going to be a bit filthy. No, we put it over the bar. Frickin', how did Valakari not just keep running with a one-on-one in front of him? You finish Muppet. That's not great. Okay, so Flickay must be winning their game. They are, so despite this, Urawa still can't actually get into Asia for next season. So at least that's good. Why are we letting them clear that so easily? Thankfully, Maurizio's there to tidy things up. Got a couple of people on yellows, so going to be some subs at the half. Maurizio, Fujikawa. This is actually quite good footy from us here. Oh, Sato. Lovely. I think he was on. He better have been on because it was quite a well-worked goal there. And we're celebrating, so I think it's a goal. It is 1-1, lovely. That's what we needed. Come back from their absolute ripper from 30 yards out. He's well on. First time finish, Sardo. Miyazawa gets the assist. And we do get it back to all square. And now Lou, Kenny, or it won't be Ishimaru. Got lots of issues in this team. But yeah, he's not out there. Giving him a rest with the yellow card situation. Now, thankfully, we do get that ball back, because if we gave it to them, it would have been quite angry. Oh, Miyazawa, of course, they've come up with a save for Alvarez. Big chance there to make it 2-1. In between that, the Valakari backwards pass, and well, the chance we put away, it could quite easily be 2-1 this. They're one shot on target with 0.04 XG from 30 freaking yards out. How's this at 1-1? We're going to be forced into a couple of subs here. Probably should have put the South Korean on the bench, actually, because I think we probably had the foreign space. But we're going to be 1-1 at the half. That's okay, because they need to win this. Urawa, Sanfleke are just doing the job. We'll get Yamani. Could be probably is his last game for the club, so a send off for him. And it will be Shirasaki outright. So a couple of locals get some minutes. Valakari was pretty average, but we'll leave him for the moment. Don't have the usual good cam option to bring on. And don't lose faith, guys. You've actually been all right there. Apart from that first goal, which Kabari, you really did finish that off quite well for them. To take it past our goalie. So you've kind of mudded his reign again. But this is a game we're actually keeping the ball quite well in. Possession-wise. Lots of set pieces. Okay. What were we doing there, Yamane? Oh, for feck's sake. Okay. I mean, they're so bad, this team, and they're beating us. Oh, Yamane's come on just at a mere. If you're wondering why we're selling you, mate, that's why, because you've just that's all you. And Maury's got better in the post there, and as much as I want to like the kid, it's not great. It's a 2-1 down. They've had 2 shots on target because, you know, of course we're losing a game like this. Just look at those stats. If they don't FMing, I don't know what it is. Right, Valakari is just stink. Might have to be the Gio Reyna project next season. We'll get him off, and I'm not subbing a goalkeeper, as tempting as it is. Don't want to do a carrier to the young lad. Well, I think he's actually finding some form now, actually. It's Schalke, I believe. But if we lost this, I'd be pretty filthy, given the stats. Even if we aren't taking it super seriously with our team selection. Likes of Ishimara on a yellow. Oh, yeah, of course their goalkeeper is having an absolute screamer too. Like 2.38 XG. I'm so angry I can't get the words out. It's a 0.1. And the team with 0.1 have a 1-goal lead. Oh, what is that finish? Who was that? Like, that is trash. Who was that? Didn't see it. Right. Oh, look at all these chances. We've got to make it 2-2 here. Miyazawa, the striker. Could take Ru off here soon too, who's on the ball, a bit tired. Shirisaki, Ru. Back out there to him. Shirisaki. Oh, he got a bit greedy there. Would prefer if he drove a bit more and then squared that. Now, can we do something from set piece before we take Ru off and maybe Kabari as well? At 6.4 rank. Great! How are they getting away with this? This is ridiculous. Thank God we've got the title wrapped up, because this would be irritating me no end. There we are. Right, Kabari staying on. And Ru, you are cooked, so we will take you off just to be safe. But thank goodness we're not losing this game now, because that I could not cope with that, even for a dead rubber. Like, they have been so lucky in this game. But we eventually get the job done thanks to Kabari. Alvarez somehow can't actually save that one. Probably the easiest one he's had to save all game. 2-2. We are playing well enough to beat them. Look at the frickin' stats, fellas. Just play down the right end of the field. You can finish them off. Please. Play down the right end of the field, please. Right, let's try higher tempo late. Cool, one more sub if we need it. We'll use it now. Right back. Sasaki for Bakirinov because he is knackered. Demand more, which probably is a bit harsh, but... Okay, it's a draw. Oh, you're... No trophy lift. You stupid, stupid game. That's legitimately the only reason I played these last 4 games on camera. Because we won the J1, but don't get a trophy lift for the league, do we? You stupid frickin'... Negative review on Steam. Negative review on Steam. Right, 2-2. Don't ask me how we haven't won that. Yeah, that's a... Oh, so I could have skipped those last 4 games after all. So I just wasted the last hour and a half of the stream. Because it was all for the trophy lift, and we don't get a trophy lift. But thankfully, they don't qualify for Asia. So that's, at least we did that. Jubilo, V Valen, and Venfere do go down. So that is what's going on in J1. I can't believe they've actually taken points off us there. I think we learned there that Mori's probably not quite the answer we were hoping for just yet. Alone are doing wonders. But the overall, no clean sheets in 4. Some, I mean, be fair, there was an absolute banger in one of those goals. One of those games too, to be fair. But going into next season, we're probably looking at sort of that. Probably that. Ishizaka on the bench, and Kamada would probably go back to the reserve team, which is very harsh. Arroyo on the bench as well. Kawasaki, we'll see what we do with him. I think Chun Yung would have to start over Maurizio based on attributes, despite the lack of output given where he's been this season. Also would probably want Rivera and Fasato. So I'm not too sure how that works with the foreign limit, because 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've got 5 in that. Anyway, is he? He is Japanese, so make that 4. Maurizio's 5, Arroyo's 6. So we do need to get rid of one of those guys on the bench. So yeah, we do need to figure out something there. Either sell Ruin, stick with a Ishizaka, or try and get O'Hara back in. But yeah, that's kind of what we've got at the moment here. It's a good team. Obviously, it just won the league. Goalkeeper, yeah, we're sorry, but I would like to. He's not worth a lot, to be fair. We probably should just let his contract expire and try and move him down to a backup and get Mori out on loan. But the big area will be, I'll just do a quick save to make sure we don't have to redo all that, because goodness me, all that for no trophy lift. Irritating as if. So that was a draw, right? But so the first point of business will be a goalkeeper in this window. I think I've still got that down. I don't. They've changed everything, right? First choice goalkeeper, transfer and loan, Bumfa, just anyone who's good. Let's hopefully get some good options there. 2.5 million because we won the league. Lovely. But yeah, if anyone from Sports and Tractors watching this, no league trophy lift is pretty shite. Just put it out there. Especially when I've got FM'd on penalties in both the other cups and had to watch other teams lift their trophies, but we don't get to watch ours. Love it. Love not seeing trophy lifts. And also, if they're watching too, you get a trophy in real life for the Ninja A-League regular season, so just include that, because so many trophies I've been robbed of. Right, your money's on the way. So here's a deal done. Where's that one? There it is. Riku Yamane is on his way to Al Fayha for 2 million. Bit of a journeyman. Solid left back option off the bench, being a local, but he is on his way. Also could do a job in defensive midfield, but we're fine there. So he's on his way. That will bump us up a bit more for whatever budget we do get. Yeah, he's going to be too expensive, as will he, but we'll get these guys in our shortlist just in case. Future. Now, he is a good price. We'll see about that value. Might be a weird one, that. Bakayo Saka's apparently doing something for once. Let's get you into more rehab. Yeah, Hakimi on the cheap as well. Right, budget 7 million. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's not awful. I was hoping for a bit more, but we can do a little bit of damage with that. And the wage is going to be interesting as well. We're going to have to do a little bit of funky wonky with that. Now I can't. No, not that request. Yes, that one, please. Percentage of transfer revenue. I think that's all we need to do, really. We've got pretty good other stuff happening here. Yeah. So that's cool. So we've got 7 million to spend, but the wage, yeah, that's probably not that great given we did just do that. So they probably only gave us 5 million, really. We'll see if that bumps up shortly when the deal, well, if it bumps through eventually when the deal goes through. Otherwise, we've only been given really 5 million for that league success. Which feels a bit harsh, the club's first trophy. So that goes through 1st of July. So, yeah, first things first as a goalkeeper, and we'll work from there. If Gio Reyna's still transfer listed, that would be a very fun transfer. Valakari, great, but is getting on. I reckon Gio Reyna was definitely better, so could have some fun there. Slightly younger player, but we'll see what else as well. We could hopefully that next gen list might give us a few options. Oh, J1 Manager of the Year. There we go. Lovely. About time we've got some freaking awards here. It's time these people. Yeah. About time the people in Japan pay me some respect for my amazing season. With the one trophy we didn't get a trophy for. I am still salty. Now, just give me more of a percentage of the transfer revenue as well. That would help quite a bit, please. I've won you a title. Give me what I want. Pretty, please. No, this doesn't come up yet. Okay. Right, so training, that should be very non-relevant. Is he available on a free? Oh. That could be, he'll want mental wages, won't he? No. Yeah. I mean, it would have been fun though, wouldn't he? On a free. Okay, Kubo gets fair play. There's our Manager of the Year. The rep's gone up nicely though. That's what we got it back up a little bit more than we had it back at Newcastle, so that's good. We got a lot of stuff here, so that's nice. A lot of tendencies. Oh, we are studying for a Continental Pro. We never actually got a thing about that, so we are on our way to being pretty topped out after a lot of years of not being that back in Malaysia. Now he looks very good. That release clause is going to be a problem, so we can't look at that. You're not really there, are you? You're okay. Okay, different Kaisato. He probably won't be worth it for us. No, we need a bit of quality to improve for the Champions League run. Current quality, Kabari Team of the Week, despite he scored one goal himself and then screamer of a kind of own goal. Right, I'll check the goalkeepers, Shaun. That's your first thing to do. So we've still got a wee while till the transfer window opens, but we can make the plans anyway. I don't think we're going to be getting like a rep rise or anything. We're already a pretty decent club here at Tokyo, even though they haven't won anything before this season with us. In terms of league title, this might push them up a little bit, but it's not like we're getting promoted or anything, so we don't need to worry about that too much. It is just really improving the squad, going to a Champions League campaign, which we'd like to take out based on how he played this year. Right, first choice goalkeepers, Joe Gauchi. Oh, he's cheap too. Wanted by Espanyol in Greece. I mean, he's not really the age profile, but goodness me, he's cheap. He's probably not much better than what we've got with the Japanese lad already. Here's part Kiwi, which I do love, but chose the wrong option, obviously. We're adding to the shortlist, but I don't know if we're getting much better than what we've got, honestly, attribute-wise. It is quite tall, though, which is quite handy in Japan. And who else was on that list? It was a young Greek goalkeeper in Australia. This one could be a bit more fun. Panagiotis Porsaitidis. He's a goalkeeper, so thankfully I shouldn't need to say that name too often the way we play. 300k for him could be a lot of fun. I might have to do a comparison with him, but we'll definitely aim to the shortlist. That's very cheap. Who wants him? Dundee, they're going after all the A-League players. Jesse Randall, now this guy. Slovako and OFI. Who the F are OFI? But anyway, there's a couple of options, and we just don't need to look at their age. Recommendation-wise, so Kai Kondo, be fair, did play quite well against us, and attribute-wise does look quite good. I'm not a big fan of the doesn't enjoy big matches, given we're about to be playing a Champions League campaign, but is a local, so there's that. I mean, the Aussie is actually looking quite handy at the moment. The Aussie from Greece. I think it would still count as a foreign player. For 300k, though, you'd probably do a lot worse. What we might do as well, actually, is set up another one. And do that just in case. But yeah. Like, look at the attributes for Ishikari. He's actually quite good. It's just the age is. He's not going to last much more next season anyway. So, yeah. We're going to need to look to upgrade at some stage there, and he was pretty okay this season. 15 clean sheets, and to be fair, so he kind of got mugged off a bit, mugged off by us late, but I don't know, 34 years old. I'm an FM player. I am that type. You see someone 34 years old, just natural to try and replace them, isn't it? Kabari, slight injury. And from there, I mean, who in the squad will be actually considered selling? Let's go through the first team. See who's wanted. None of the goalkeepers are. Sasaki's on loan, so we're back to having Kirinov. And is there anyone else? Who have we got on the squad planner right back? Okay, we'll be a little bit light there. Okay, might need to look at it right back. Let's go back to the first team. I don't think we want to look at selling the guys who are actually starters for us. So if we have to sell to a Red Bull Salzburg, obviously that's pretty hard to avoid. Valakari. Look, really good season. No interest in him, but if there was, you'd probably have to consider cashing in while you got the chance. Especially if I have a look over here. And is Mr. Rayner still on this list of players that might want to come here? Not sure, to be fair. Tell you what, he'd be quite fun though. Like, we do need someone who can cover midfield as well. He's a bit mid. I mean, Simon Bomb actually doesn't look as bad as I thought before now. Where is Rainer today? Is he well down this list for random reasons or what? Maybe he's not interested anymore. Rainer? Or did someone actually pick him up? Okay, 3.6 is quite expensive, but he would do what we need him to. Like, he'd be pretty freaking handy, Geo Rainer. Is 30, so it wouldn't be majorly long term, but like consistent big matches. Injury prone, I suppose, is the concern, but he'd be fun, wouldn't he? Geo Rainer would be quite fun. So if there was interest in the Valkyrie, that might make sense. Miyazawa, I don't really want to sell, but like a Bochum and a Fire in order is going to be pretty hard to turn down. Hattori, we did promise to find a low move for, so I suppose we have to consider that. I was hoping that might expire. Now, Sato is all right. And at 31, this might not be a bad time to cash in on a Sato. Actually had a quite good season, but was quite up and down for a bit of it. Is wanted. How are we looking at right wing on the shortlist? Especially if we can find someone from Japan, like Kamishima is all physicality. Not sure about the rest of it. But go to the recommendation. Should probably be doing that first. Yamasaki. We've got Rivera, who probably could just take that starting spot now. That would be fun. That would be a fun one to get to replace him. Shintanabe with a boatload of potential and a quite nice age could be the way to go there. A combo of Tanabe and Rivera could work well. Really well. You might even start over Rivera. Right, Sato, we might ask about what's going on with you. Not yet. Okay, we'll keep it in mind though. Royo, we can get into training if we're not doing it already, but he's quite handy, even if we just leave him as a backup. Ishizaka, I'm going to have a look at it here, aren't I? Matsubaru want to stay. Samea's very handy, and Yamani's already going. Yeah, just a few areas. I'll see if Valkyrie might want to leave, but can't. It doesn't really have an agent, so. Yeah. Now O'Hara is what I was going to look at there. See if there's any sneaky clauses to get him back, which would be very Dortmund of us, but yeah, I was thinking that might be a bit of a, might be an interesting one. That if, well, we paid 4 million to sell him, so if I can figure out the ACL stuff, that'd be quite handy. What's the registration? No, can't tell. Okay. It's not a lot about registration here, so it makes me wonder if there is registration. Anyway, we'll see. sort out the goalkeeper first. Oh, yes, and transfer revenue percentage increase. That's kind of annoying timing, seeing as we did sell someone earlier. And someone's retiring. I think that's a staff member. So that's all good. Any suggestions out there as well, get involved in the chat. I'll go have a look. All right, it could be really annoying. Have a look at Alex Paulson, actually. At West Brom, last time we checked him. Bekirinov gets an international call-up. Right, here comes some bids. Sameo. It is a loan. Does he still want to be? We did promise, right? Okay. Is that going to drag on into next season? It is. That's not ideal then, is it? View the offer. So, yeah, prefer to go because they're probably not bad boosts in I Park. Yeah, K-League 1 second. Oh, don't want the optional future fee or the installments. I want to actually keep them. No, none of that stuff. Right, I suppose we have to accept that then. So Samaya might be out on loan. Silly promises from earlier in the season. Okay, we're going way back down. Okay, but that's cool. We're back to 100%, so that's nice. I rate that. So we're actually getting all the money from players we sell. If only that was the case back with O'Hare at the start of the season. It's our doctor, so that's okay. Sort that out. That'll be an off-camera Shaun job. Oh, Espanola going after Gauchi. Do we care? Do we care? Joe Gauchi, do we, you're 32, it's not really, no, I think we don't. At 32, I think we'll let you be, and also we'd be able to look at this too. Oh my lord, right, this quick fire. Cool. Yeah, you're okay, you're okay. You definitely get on the shortlist. Okay, that might be quicker. Discard. Free agent. Ooh, South Korean left winger who looks very handy. You can get off my shortlist. You're not very good. You are the Urawa goalkeeper. You play a lot better than a 3-star rating. Oh, that's tidy. Right. Harry Vector. Okay, he's quite good. Discard, good. Add to the shortlist, although their age might not be great. Discard, you can go on the shortlist. Where are we? 56, not going too badly, all things considered. Discard, add, although you're probably not quite the level I'd look for. You are, being a local Japanese centre back, you could be fun for next season. If we loan out, well, looks like we are loaning out Samaya. No. There we go, right. Make sure the button works. Are you? Yes, you are. Okay. Right, you're definitely on the shortlist. You look quite good. There we go. That's why I was checking off those lonely players, because it's hard to tell if they're actually on your shortlist sometimes. Alright, you can go off the shortlist because you're not that hot. You're okay enough. Jeremy the Petre. Might be quite fun. PSG guy, very fun, but probably can't afford that. You're okay enough. Icelandic right back. Tell you what, I love an Icelandic player. Oh, now the balls are showing. Discard. You can go on the short list of Japanese centre back at Marseille. That sounds like something I should look at. Discard. Came out of Finland. We've already got one of those. You're not very good, and we're done. Right. So that changed our goalkeeper shortlist door. So that's really what I was doing that for. No, just goalkeeper, not right. Would anyone have popped up for a natural right wing and goalkeeper? Yeah, so Akoda? Consistency. Just these little things that could bug me with these goalkeepers here in Japan. It's consistency or it's big matches. Shinohara. Inconsistent. I mean, I don't really know how you bend the rules as a goalkeeper. That would take some doing. Maybe coming off the line. I don't know. A couple of other nations that do count as local, but I mean, Kondo is clearly attribute-wise, I think, the best, but I just don't like that. Doesn't enjoy big matches. Because of the price, he is quite intriguing. I've got 3 now. Who else has popped up? Lafont. Of course, Lafont. He's... Yeah, it's probably not bad, but... Don't know. At that age might be a bit of a risk. There was the really cheap goalkeeper out of Mali. Right, what do we do here? Because we do need a goalie. He's probably got the slightly better thing. Just the consistency one. He's only just popped up too. He obviously had quite a good season playing for Nagoya Grampus because they were right up there. 12 clean sheets, 6.87. Consistency might be an issue. 22, 35, 49, 62, 72. You're realizing how boring I do these transfers now. 94, 94, 108. 124, 139, 153. So he's about a 166 for a normal goalkeeper, which I'm pretty sure we're using. We are. What is this guy actually at? 36, 50, 63, 77, 91, 104. He's actually quite good, isn't he? 121, 138, 150, 162, 170. It's still quite good, Ishikawa. I hate it. He's close to being as good as him, this guy. Like, actually really close. And with the potential, that price is so tempting. What was old Okuda? Again, I kind of forgot. Somehow. 49. Don't like that consistency thing. Obviously I've brought it up about 10 times already. He's just Spanish. Okay. Don't think there's any bad attributes of this guy. Can we get another scout on him? And is there still recruitment focuses or the priorities? Don't think so. Okay, the screen. Okay, let's just go forward a bit more. Nothing's popped up. Oh, okay, we've got a couple of things here, but it's for positions I'm not really looking at right now, though. That's a right back. We might need a right back. Ukita doesn't have greatest jumping reach, but jeepers, it's a handy player with good potential. You probably ought to give him the keys and run with him. We'll add him to the shortlist without a shadow of a doubt. That could be a fun one if he wants to come here. If we can get the cheap goalkeeper for 300k and then get a local right back in, that might work. Yes, so Samaya might be going on loan, is what it is. It was our fourth choice centre back, so we can always call someone up from the B team if we need to. We've got some really promising players in that B team as well, but a lot of them are foreigners. That's the issue down there that we signed in that pass window. Tell you what, playmaking wingback, you could do a lot worse than Trent, although he's just dribbling's full in something horrific. And his stamina, so maybe not. If I just get rid of this at the moment, and I look for just Japanese players, What's my number one? It is Nakagawa, who is underbid from Spurs. Sure. Yeah, I can sort of see why, and we don't need a striker, so that's okay. Man, he's a striker who can do a job out right, and as a wide forward, could be quite fun. If we get Ueda in, despite the poor crossing. That might be an option. Now, I've got Kondo as the best goalkeeper, but I don't like that. The traits he's got. So, yeah. Trying to figure out where we can improve locally for this season. Tanabe is quite handy as well, to be fair. Wide forward. Yeah, he's that quite nice profile with a lot of potential, but extremely doubtful. Whereas Ueda, I think, was a bit more keen. Yeah, and he's good. Although, for a winger, you probably want a bit more out there, don't you? But he is quite cheap as well. Anyway, the right winger might be worth a go. About the Sagamihara one, sort of a mix of okay. Go forward a bit more. We'll sort out the goalkeeper first. That's the urgent. We'll probably pick up on this topic tomorrow as well if we don't get much done today. As soon as we played those games, because I thought we were going to get a trophy lifting. Frickin' FM. Only they could botch the trophy lift this year. Oh, it's not good. Oh, he's cooked anyway. It's fine. So what, Freddie Power, that's a name. Strong name. Matsumoto is on our shortlist. He plays up front. We're pretty sweet there. Jeepers, these are getting filled out big time, aren't they? Okay, Bangladesh goalkeeper. Does that count as local? I'm going to need to check that because he looks quite handy. Okay. I mean, I can't kick. If we can avoid the kicking. No nonsense. I don't know if I want that. There's a weird rule with the locals here. Is Bangladesh a local? No. That's a shame. Okay. Yeah, there is. We're adding to the shortlist, but oh, come on, go to the right screen. Oh, hello. Wonder Kid goalkeeper. This is going to be a foreigner, but it's a proper Wonder Kid one. Left winger. Right, what else we got here? He's a versatile winger, but Serbian. Yeah, good old Gachi. No, I want someone younger than him. No, you're fine. You're not that great. Right. Let's go forward a bit more. I think I'm leaning towards the guy at the victory. Just wait for that scout report to come through. And if we can get him for 300k, all sorts of fun, because that would be cheap as chips for a first choice goalkeeper. To check that, because good old Greek. Thought it might be the one we're actually after. Okay, he's a winger. Just make sure none of these next gens are goalkeepers that we could afford. No, you're right. Okay. I suppose we praise the training, even though it's not really relevant right now. Down here. Yep, cool. Good for you, Kita. Where yeah, you can assign them, but it's going to be changing quite hectically shortly, mate. Scott Williams. Transfer listed. I don't know if he's that great, to be fair. I think the other... he's got a higher rating, which is a bit weird. I'll check it, but I think the guy from the victory is probably a bit better. It's quite similar, actually. Current international, so it is actually in there over Alex Paulson right now. It's pretty solid. The potential's not as good, I'd say. Let's go back to clear all and just goalkeeper. And this guy, yeah, he's got, I think, a bit more potential. Be pretty confident on it. And for the price as well. I suppose we should probably look at this guy a bit more, but there's a couple of weaker areas in his game. And it's been a little while since we scouted him. I'm not sure about him either. Okay, I think we're still looking at PP, for lack of a better name. Transfer room in. Oh, more. Okay, right. Padilla. Sure. No, it won't be good. Sousa is washed. Ike Alvarez. Yeah, we're aware of him, but so. Now, cup goalkeepers, is anyone sneaky good here? Not really, okay. No, not really, okay. Williams, yep, we saw that. Oh, is Corica still there? She's is it a long reign? At Auckland? See if we get a report on this Australian guy before we can wrap things up for today and start doing some transfer business anyway. And sort of hopefully finish it off tomorrow. I don't know if we've got a super long off season here in Japan. I have to check it because I'm pretty sure when we came in last year, we had like 2 days before our first game. It was time to do nothing. And we only came in like mid to late July, I want to say, maybe early August. Certainly not as long as most countries we've been in so far in the save of the off season, so we should not need too long to get through it. Depending, of course, on how much business we end up doing. Okay, that's fine. You can try and get in, but good luck. Right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Ant-Man. He was younger. Because I love the name. Who doesn't want a good Ant-Man? Alright, Pavol's coming in. Beefy, he could be a... He should be pretty handy at right back anyway. Coming in on a free. Pavol Adam. A bunch of players I think already on a short list here. Have we got an update? If it's still in the transfer room in, it's 8 now. Goodness me. Right. Anyone snuck in? Not really that we should look at. Have we got more of an idea? Needs to work on being more consistent. Oh, don't say that. So pretty much all the goalkeepers have got issues, which is classic. That's just what I need to hear. What was old Williams like? Did he have that issue? Fairly inconsistent. Awesome. So what's the issue with our current goalie? Does he have anything? Tactics, Shaun, not shortlist. Dreads big matches, so that's probably something we want to avoid. Is consistent, but dreads big matches. Right. So we do need to get rid of him before a Champions League campaign. Kondo doesn't enjoy big matches, which sounds a bit better, but still isn't great. What's the Bangladeshi lad like? Because he actually looks quite good. inconsistent and doesn't enjoy big matches. Are there no goalkeepers out there who are not utter bottlers? Because it's a struggle at the moment. This guy, is he? I'm not sure. We might need to scout you again, so we have more of an idea on you, Sane. You might not be as much of a bottler. Salzburg one? Consistent, doesn't feel comfortable. Oh my god, can someone like big matches? We're playing big matches this year. I need a goalkeeper who ain't a bottler. I'm going to have to look a bit more here, aren't I? I really don't want to spend too long looking at goalkeepers. Like, are my scouts looking solely at goalkeepers that are just no good? Akuda was the one I was also looking at, actually, for 2.4. He might be the best of the bunch and a local as well. Needs to work on becoming more consistent, so it's still a work on it. It's not he is like shocking. 22, 35. He's probably one of the better options, especially the way Nagoya went this season. Like, they were second, so that's probably a good goalkeeper to get. Do we just do this to start things off? Do we just do this? Does he actually want to come here? How long ago was this scout report done? Very recently, like today. So, it's got long-term potential. Maury Blessum isn't quite there yet, so, you know, he needs a bit of help. If we could get this lad in, it might be the play. If the game freaking lets me go back and find him. I better do something on the stream, transfer-wise, because everything else has gone completely wrong. But we're going to get a blimmin' trophy lift, and that hasn't happened. It is a release clause, so it would leave us feeling 5 million left in the rest of our budget, but it's a local player, which is quite big, almost worth the tax in itself. And he's still working on not being inconsistent, so he's not quite as useless as some other guys. I think we go for this, you know, and if I can pull out if I need to. 2.4. Right, let's hope that goes through. I don't think there's anyone else that I really liked on this shortlist. Especially Japanese. Like, Shinohara is cheaper but less potential. Don't think he looks quite as good. He's actually not too bad with his... Like, I don't know what the competitive streak is, to be fair. That could be quite funny to see. Yeah, he's not quite as good, that's the issue. So, probably not Shinohara. You know, there's reasons I don't like Kondo. He's probably the best goalkeeper, just... Yeah, the big matches is what we're trying to get rid of. So, I think Akuda, let's see how that goes. And, of course, there's been a leak. Now we've finally pulled the trigger on someone. Cool, right. contract negotiations. Please, please work. Please, please work. You'd be the first choice, bro. Like, you'd come in and start, all things going well. That should get you on a good site. Whoa, wow, that wage is quite a bit. 20? I don't want to give you an appearance fee or anything like that. You want a minimum fee release clause. I suppose we'll have to deal with that. No yearly wage rise. We will give you a profit percentage. I don't like doing this, but I feel like you're going to get quite angry if we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 22.5. Yeah, okay, right. Right. Might have got a goalkeeper. I might see if I can find someone better. But I think we'll be doing all right with Akuda if we can get him. Pinching him off a rival. I think that works quite well. And his negatives are a bit less negative than the other goalkeepers with negatives. That makes sense. So we'll get onto that. Don't know if we'll look to get rid of our current first choice. Saving as a backup, I reckon, would be good before his contract expires. And thank you for the follow, Kali Cheetos. Greatly appreciated. Right, Samea's on his way out, so he is going to be going on loan to Busanai Park in South Korea. Oh my lord, look at all this. Gachi ended up going to Espanyol. So if we're going to spend 2.4, it leaves us about 5 million minus a little bit with wages. And then we can see what we do with the remainder of our budget when we get to tomorrow's stream. Kelly Cheetos, just check the stream. Oh, you're interested. FC player. You've seen the light side. If you're coming over from FC, you'll probably really enjoy it if you like career mode and want it to be a bit tougher and realistic. That's kind of the vibe. And more tactically driven. Yeah. It's worth having a go if you can get it on one of like the Game Passy things and try it first. That's probably the way I'd do it this year. Just because the reviews of it are rightfully a little bit up and down. It's a bit more buggy and some newer stuff than previous years with the whole UI and stuff, but still got the basics of FM in there from previous versions. So yeah, if you're looking for career mode but better, then it's probably worth giving it a go, is what my answer would be. Oh geez, that went a bit, Facecam went a bit there. But yeah, something like Game Pass or somewhere you can get a bit of a free trial of the game. Even Steam, I think, might still have the free trial. No, I mean, no, probably not the $59.99. It's got to be going on sale at some stage. Yeah. I'm trying to think myself on PS. When I open the PS, I don't think there's a demo on there or anything. Yeah, if you've got a PC, I think Steam is a free trial, or you can get a refund within the first so many hours of playing. But yeah, it's probably not worth full price. If you can get it on sale, that would probably be the way to go this year. As Trent Alexander-Arnold goes to Chelsea from Real Madrid for $5 million. And now they are going after the old washed, well, not washed, however, it still looks quite good. But they're going after an experienced 11 here at Chelsea. While Man United get Gabriel on a freaking next to nothing. With some wild moves here for people who left the Prem. 2.6 million for Gabriel. That's pretty nice, although he is getting on. Oh, right. Hamburg got the Auckland goalkeeper. Maybe we should have a bit more of a look at him. Just relish big matches. That might have actually been quite handy. Did I ever check Alex Paulson? Anyway, I think I need to go shortly because it's supposed to be green off time at 9. So, Joshua Kimmich to Arsenal. What is going on in the Prem? It is the Journeyman and a half league. Or who wants to sign him? Dibber. Yeah, good luck. Who the heck is Dibber? Good luck, Dibber. And Samaya's happy now. Right. Alex Paulson, let me just do a quick look at this before we wrap things up for today. And we'll crack into... Oh, you try FC on the iPad. Okay. How's Alex looking? He does look quite good, doesn't he? He is very expensive, though. So that might be an issue. We'll try and scout him, though. Oh, FM. Right. Yeah, the UI. Yep. It's yeah, it needs a bit of work. Let's say that much, especially from the early versions of how things were going. But all right, hopefully we've got a goalkeeper coming in. We'll save it there. We'll pick up this same time tomorrow, so about 6:30 p.m. ish, and yeah, continue the transfer window, and we'll just cruise on through it. We don't have a heap of money, so I don't know. Press the right button, Shaun. Yeah, don't know how much more we can do. We'll try and get some good Japanese players, and I think it's going to be the plan. And yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and carry on, try and get this team a bit stronger for a good crack at the Asian Champions League, and to hopefully make sure we at least hold on to the J1, maybe win a cup competition next year, because it was really annoying. All good, Kelly Cheetos, not a problem at all. Trying a different stream time on the weekdays, so not a problem at all. But yeah, 6:30 New Zealand time is when we are kicking off on the weekdays, and then on the weekends about 3 p.m, which I know is a bit earlier, but suits in the USA, California time. Fair enough. But there's a link to the socials. If you want to follow me, that's probably the best way to keep an eye on things. Got a Discord as well, so we'll give that a plug. Also follow the stream on YouTube if it's something you prefer. But let me just check if there's someone to go and raid over to. I don't know if there's a lot of options right now. I tell you what, Ticker's just going live. This might be a good way to go. Let's go and check out Ticker, because he is just starting and it makes a lot of sense. So go over to him, and yeah, he's still warming up, so you're going to have plenty of time to have fun with him. I do need to do screen off time in 2 minutes, so go be nice for me. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll carry on through the transfer window. Still absolutely filthy. We've got no trophy lift for our J1. Of all the trophies, to not get a freaking trophy lift for. It's the only reason we played those 4 games on stream. So yeah, that was fun. So we didn't see our J1 trophy, but we are the champions of J1. And let's try and get this team now to be champions of Asia and do the double in both the men's and women's side. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Keep on keeping on. Bye. Get on the right stream deck button, Shaun. What to stop? Your love's driving me crazy too much.